morning, everyone, from the chilly mountains of southeast Kentucky on the second day of November, and I wanted to show you what I am still doing. I am still harvesting cayenne peppers, and if you look, there's tons and tons that are still green that I may not get to harvest. But here I am on the 2nd of November, still harvesting these lovely little peppers that will become seasonings. Don't mind my feral child out there screaming at the top of his lungs. These will become seasonings, some medicinal preparations, all sorts of things that you can do with these peppers. And this is my first time getting a very, very good harvest of them. It has been insane. There's two, I don't know if you can see, it's in between two bushes in my front, off my front porch. There's two plants in a big, like 20-gallon grow bag, and I have been picking off of them for 2 months now, and the plants still look really healthy. Said feral child down there. And I just want you to know what we look at every morning. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. You're starting to see, the glare might get you from the sun, but you're starting to see the fog burn off. It's just so beautiful. Still have some chamomile going strong that I planted out here, and I've actually got quite a few volunteers, so hopefully next year I'll have a wall of chamomile up here. Look at these marigolds. They're here purposefully, sorry I'm kicking the camera, to protect these cabbage who are struggling a little bit, but they're not the only ones that I'm growing. But that's about it for what I'm growing for fall garden. I do have some kind of ground covery type stuff going that we can eat, and I still have kale going in my green stalks. The little bee. Look at that little bee, how cute. And I've been transplanting a lot of strawberry runners that I'm finding on plants that I actually forgot they were there because they didn't produce any strawberries this spring, but they produced a lot of runners, so we'll have more strawberries next year. My greenhouse stock is baby, like a variegated romaine lettuce. It's so pretty. Isaiah has been really busy exploring some of the woods, and he is convinced that there is a truck buried in there because there is all sorts of fun things that he is pulling out. Now some we've already thrown in the scrap pile. These just came down yesterday. They've decided to give me heart failure and climb the mountain by themselves. It's very hard to let them learn their environment without being right on top of them, but I will tell you, climbing a mountain is more natural to them than it will ever be to me. She runs up ahead of me so she can get in and give the chickens and the guineas treats. This is why I never have any scratch greens.
Will you let me put down
He's talking to one of the neighbors. They woo back and forth to each other. It's really fun to listen to. These are looking good. These are a lot slower growers. We had a rough time with these guys. We lost more than half. Started out with 25 and we're down to, I think, 8 or 9 now. But these will be a permanent addition. We probably will not keep all of them. But these are a sustainable flock, so we'll be able to incubate their eggs. But they're getting big. Okay. I'll take you down and hopefully you can see. These are 2 hugelkultur projects that we have going on. The next step is going to be to find some, we'll probably have to use some chicken bedding or some compost to put on top of that. It's no rush. It's a slow project that we're going to do over the summer. This is now our little walkway over to the chickens, but I don't know if you can see these posts here. We have muscadine vines that keep coming up here, and I'm fairly certain this is where the old vineyard was. Not vineyard, but like they had muscadines over here. So I'm going to try to resurrect that. And then over here, I had tried to start, oh, Kitty's down there talking to us. So let's see, right there, you can kind of see the opening there. And down there, you can probably see the little rutabaga that I planted with it. I planted my figs. That was my project for this week, clearing that area, because that all had to be like bushwhacked. And I haven't really been up for doing a whole lot of weed whacking and stuff. But this area here, Isaiah's been exploring, finding all kinds of stuff. But it's not, the slope isn't terrible. And actually going over there, like it's kind of even more flat. So we're looking at this area as potentially maybe future pasture. So once Nick gets done one of the modifications he's doing to the side-by-side today, we're going to come up here and take some of these scrub trees out, because we have some really nice like older trees up in here that are kind of getting choked out by all the scrub trees, and we want to be able to kind of see the terrain a little bit better. I mean, it's not something that's going to stay cleared by any means, but we want to take some of the junk stuff out because of this. And this here, I don't know if you can see all that, that's all wineberries. When I say that they're invasive, they really are. These are what I'm calling the muscadine vines, and they're all over out here along with the wineberries. So if that's not a muscadine, can somebody let me know? I have 2 right here, and then I have more that I'm going to transplant over here. editing Ginger here. I realized in editing this that the ending I filmed, my mic wasn't working. So Sis and I, with her snack, are just here to say this video was just kind of us puttering around the homestead today. It's a beautiful day in the beginning of November. We are so excited for all the projects that we have going on. And other than that, just come see us again, y'all. Oh, and don't forget to get out there and vote. Your vote does matter as much as it seems that it doesn't. Your vote does matter. We don't really care what political affiliation you are as long as you get out there and exercise your right as an American citizen. Have a great day, y'all.